anything else? All right,
No.
ready? You know, the reflection thing isn't what isn't bothering me so much today. I don't know why it bothered me so much.
The reflection of the yeah, perfect.
It's not bothering me that much today. All right.
Perfect.
I'm going to hopefully we'll be able to see all the comments, because I'm going to go on my page and I'm going to see if I can see it on my phone. But okay, I'm going to start.
I have my iPad here and my phone as well. And
okay, all right. So if I can't see the comments, at least you can see them. But I think I should be able to. All right. I'm going to start the process. Kaya, are you ready?
Do it. I'm ready. Facebook is reminding me that I should get ready for my live event.
Don't you just love it when it tells you what to do?
Thank you, Facebook.
Thank you, Facebook. Going through the process next.
I go to your page now, that I can share them.
I'll have to put in the heading like I did yesterday too.
Yeah, do that.
So now it's not a test. Okay. Title: Love and Relationships. Live event.
You wear a heart. I see it. Beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's nice. Say something about this live video. What are we saying? Come join us.
Yes, or have fun, or just come join us. Come join us.
And have fun. Come join us and have fun. Okay. I'm just going to write here so that people know what it is. I'm going to write free and interactive.
Yes.
Readings. All right. Here we go.
So
it's just setting up for Facebook, redirecting.
We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Okay.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. Hello, everyone. So good to see you.
Share it.
Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I hope you guys have been wrapped up in all sorts of love today, whether it's self-love or romantic love or friendships or family. And I'm sure Kaya, while she's doing some housekeeping, I'm sure
I share the live for the moment. Share it.
We're sending out so much love to you all, and we're just in this big bubble of love. Aren't we, Kaya?
Yes.
So we're just going to wait for people to jump on.
Yeah, we have one person for the moment. We wait a bit. But hello to you as well. We're happy you are here. Welcome,
people coming in. Welcome to the people coming in. Once again, we're really excited to do this live event for you. So we just want to make sure that everybody has fun, and it's not to be too serious about it. So we had so much fun last time, didn't we, Kaya, that we decided that we're going to do it again. And so we're really excited to be here, and we're really excited to see you guys on here. And thank you for spending some of your Valentine's Day with us.
Yes.
So I'm just going through some comments. So we have Sita and we have Akriti. Hello.
You see comments.
Can you see the comments, Kaya?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But I think I have to go to your page.
Okay.
Hello, Sita. Hello, Akriti.
Hello, Becca. Hello, Vanessa.
Hi, Becca.
Hello, Vanessa. So we're just gonna wait a few moments. Hello, Johnny. Hello, Renee. I'm so glad you guys are here. Hello, Sharky. Kaya, can you see the comments?
Yes, oh, wow. Perfect. Beautiful. Hello, everybody.
Excited. So, because we're so happy that you guys jump on and join us. So, so it's really cool that you guys are here and you're spending some time with us. So,
yes.
So we just have to look at the comments on our other devices, because the way this Zoom and all this works.
Amazing technology. Thank you very much.
Amazing. It's so amazing, and we are not at all going to we're going to thank it that we can all join each other and be all together. So it's just like, and it's just amazing that we can do this. So grateful to all of you for joining, and so grateful that we can all come together and share a bit of love on Valentine's Day. So hi Karen. Hi Karen Ann. She's on as well.
Beautiful. Hello, Karen.
Oh, thank you, Johnny. Johnny told us that we're doing fabulous.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
So yeah. So we loved it so much last time that we decided that we wanted to keep on doing it. So being a 5-year, everything can change and everything can adapt and everything is experience. But Karen and I have decided that we want to keep doing these once a month, so that we can join with you all and we can have a bit of fun and also give you some beautiful guidance as well. Snezana. Hi, Snezana. Oh wow, we've got some really.
Snezana. She's from Austria. Hey.
Oh wow.
Beautiful to meet you. Hello. Hello. She speaks German.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Hello. So wow. Can someone just tell us that you guys can hear us all right? Because we just want to make sure that you guys can hear us clearly. I think there shouldn't be any problems. Mercury retrograde is going to play nice, so it's going to be all good. Okay. Thank you, Vanessa. I just want to make sure, because there's no way for us to know whether, the sound is good or we need to increase the sound. Awesome. Thank you, Becca. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Sharky. All thumbs up. The Aussie way. for you
about our program a bit. We will start. Antoinette will talk a bit about the numerology of February, and I will read my little forecast I did. It's about 3 minutes. When I make these paintings for all months, we are here.
So for anyone that hasn't been on before and hasn't seen what Kaya does, so these are intuitive drawings. I'll let Kaya explain what she's done here, so people can have a good look.
And I painted this year. It's the first time I made a painting for the whole year, and every square is a month. So we had already January behind us. We are now in February, and I made mini readings. They are on my YouTube page as well. And when I took this painting this morning, I said, "Wow, there's a lot in front of us. This year will be so wild." And while we make this little overview about February, you can already start to write in the comments if you have a special question around love and relationship, or also just a general question. And Antoinette can make a numerology based on your birthday.
So
for the topic of love, and please explain to it.
Yeah. So if you'd like to ask a question, like Kaya said, a specific question around love and relationships, or you want to just have a general, just have her pull a card for you, that will happen. If you can have both, or you can have either, or you can have none, and you can just listen if you just want to listen to everybody else's. So the way that it works with the numerology is everything is worked around your birth date. So for those of you who joined last month, I would have worked out your personal year number. For those of you that haven't, that's totally fine. I can do it this time. So I'm going to give you some. So for that, I'll need to have your date of birth, please, if you would like the numerology specific reading to love and relationships. So if you guys could put those in the comments, we can go through and we can that's how it'll work. We'll just go through the comments. I don't know if they'll be in any order. It'll be just pretty much in the order that we see them. Kaya, yeah. Yeah. So, and then we'll do an individual reading for each of you that write your question, or if you don't want to write a question, just say, I would love a reading. And that gives us permission to be able to read for you, because it's very, very important that we have permission from you guys. So, yeah, okay, we'll just begin with a bit of a wrap up, a bit of an introduction. So, Age of Aquarius is upon us, and we have 6 planets in Aquarius. So it's called the stellium, which hasn't happened since 1962. So we are in amazing, amazing, amazing times. As Kaya so aptly put it yesterday, we are in a washing machine on the super cycle. So if you guys are feeling a bit up and down, all over the place, a bit squeezed through, a bit worn out, a bit fatigued, know that it's normal, because we're all experiencing it. We are all experiencing it, and we are all having our ups and downs. So please know that it's the season. It's the season for it. So just a quick thing about the Age of Aquarius. So what we're moving into, and Kaya, please add anything if you wish to add. We're moving into a time of innovation. So really, we're moving into new Earth. We're moving into 5D energies, where we're leaving, a lot of things behind. We're rebirthing. So Aquarius will bring a lot of new themes around social justice, around humanitarianism, around love, and doing things in a different way to what we're used to doing them, which ties in beautifully, as the universe does, into the 5 universal numerology year, which we are in now, which is all about change and transformation. So I just wanted to give that brief intro for people that didn't join us last month, that might be a little bit confused about numerology and how it works, because it's like a big topic. So
it is what I can add with what I had in my last moon reading. What I love so much, that Aquarius is a revolution. But when you think of the hippie movement, it's a revolution for love and peace. It's not fighting. It's not war, and that all is experience. So there's not any longer right or wrong, or try and error or failure. It's just, we will come more and more to a place where everything what we experience, even when it maybe it hurts, and you feel it, and then okay, it was an experience. It brings me further.
Yeah.
So what I liked a lot.
Yeah.
It's a sweet, innovative energy.
Absolutely, and it's not being so hard on ourselves if we do make an experience. I'm going to call it, not an error. If we do make it's all experience, and we learn as we go, and not be so hard on ourselves. And it comes back to the most important thing of all, which is the self-love that we have for ourselves. Especially during the month of February. So, quick rundown. So when we look at February, it's the number 2 month in the calendar year. So we talk about February being around the moon energy. So we all know that the moon is connected with the divine feminine. So we talk about love and relationships. So a lot of the energies, the energy of the number 2 is actually linked to love, relationships, divine feminine, nurturing, listening, patience, regrouping. The big topic, love and relationships, and then everything that comes with divine feminine, like intuition, emotions, living from your soul and not living in survival mode. So some of these topics, and I'm sure that you're all sitting there going, yeah, it's coming up. So all of these topics are happening for everyone. Not so when it's a number 2 month, it relates to everyone. So these are the issues that are going to come up, or the energies that are going to come up during February because of the numerology of the number 2. So it's very, very much linked to love and relationships, and hence that's why we decided to run this live event around love and relationships, because it encompasses so much, and it's a huge topic. So and we're talking about all types of love, and we're talking about all types of relationships, and we never can forget our own relationship with ourselves, because that's where our healing is, and that's where we do most of our work. Our self-mastery we do around ourselves, and how we grow, and the wounds that we have to clear, and what we need to release, and what we need to work on to make ourselves the highest version of ourselves that we possibly can. So hence we have a lot of emotion, and there's a lot of stuff coming up around that stuff. So keep in mind that February will be around these topics. So if we want to take another step with numerology, apart from being the number 2, when we join the number 2 with the universal year energy of 2021, we actually come up with a 7. Now, this will be the underlying energy that is linked to February and specific for this February in 2021. So I'll just explain a little bit about what 7 is around. So 7, so I'm a life path 7. I'm the number 7. So it's all around being introspective, going within. 2020 was all about the big global scale. With COVID, with the pandemic, with everything that was going on, everything was on a global scale. 2021 is going to be more, I feel. Now we go in and we take what we learned from last year and we adapt it to ourselves and decide make a choice about how we're going to show up, how we're going to go out into the world. How are we going to choose to be? So around the 7 energy is all around thinking, analysis, meditating, humanitarianism as well. That's a big word, humanitarianism. So, and being creative and being spiritual. So the number 7 will be an underlying energy that will connect with February as well, because that is the universal energy of the second month in 2021. So there's 2 different aspects. So there's different ways that you can look at it. We'll look at the 2 and we look at the 7, and ideally we need to combine them together to get like a bit of a general energy. So later on we're going to do the individual ones. So I'm gonna pass over to Kaya now, so she can read out her intuitive reading, and I'm going to go and have a look at some of the comments and start writing down some names while we're doing this, because I can see the roll going, but I have to actually go on and have a look. So please go ahead, Kaya, and read out the intuitive guidance for February.
Yeah, what I like what you said and what was coming up for me is so 2020 was a year from outside in. We had all these experiences outside and had to digest them and process them. And 2021 is for me from inside out. We start now to create the world we want to live in.
Perfect.
Based off, yeah, And humanitarian is again linked to Aquarius. So it's one big topic. All is intertwined and really in such a perfect universal guidance at the moment. Even when it feels bumpy and grumpy and uncomfortable, we're so on a good path. I tell you.
We are.
Really, it's amazing. Everything, what happens at the moment is in alignment. Everything.
Absolutely.
Everything. So it's just experience, even when it feels uncomfortable. And I will read you quickly the information I got while I was painting this second square here with 2 hearts. And it's interesting because I never know what I paint. I never know what I write. I often forget it afterwards as well. And I pulled a card for this month as well. This is the Pig Spirit. Use your mind wisely. What represents for me already to not just listen to our mind, but to link it to our insight and to the intuition and what's going on. So I will read the information I had for February. February is orange. Things are accelerating. Change is much quicker than before. What was valuable today can be totally different tomorrow. We are asked and challenged to remain flexible, to adapt as quick as possible, to find creative solutions for challenges, situations we never were in before. There are more truths coming out, but also just as preparation for so much more real ugliness that will be revealed to us in 2021. And also in our personal lives, all what is not based on honesty becomes cracks now. The more honest we become with ourselves, the less can we stay in relationships and situations that are not based on honesty and truth. What means that relationships, romantic friendships, as also with family members and work partners, either end and fall away, or that all we are involved find new ways to express and receive truth, what can create real intimacy and another level of trust. It needs the willingness and the effort of all parties involved to have the courage to be honest and to take the responsibility for ourselves, for themselves, so that we can reach another level together. All what's not aligned with us will fall or break away. It might be painful once more and also very liberating. And you will see, where people fall away, new one will come in. You will connect with more and more people of your soul family. You will enter in contacts and friendships that are so easy as everybody speaks the same language. What's so much more fulfilling? Let's go and open up.
Beautiful.
Yes, and also, and what I will announce now, because I would like, I know we have your comments, I would like to see you all and talk with you all. Out of this idea, Antoinette and I, we created an event we will make in 1 week, a coming together, a group, a Zoom meeting. We will limit it for the moment, but when there's too much people, we will do another one. So don't panic. It's around relationships, and it's a closed Zoom meeting. It's not open on Facebook, and where we can have really answer and dive deep in these topics and have a look where we are, what tools we need.
Yeah, so we can go a little bit deeper, and it's going to be limited to 8. So like Kaya said, it will be limited to 8, but if we have more people, we'll have another group. We'll set up another group. What we wanted to do was, we are aware that some people are shy, or some people are a little bit, insecure, and that's totally fine. And that's why we thought, well, we keep doing these public ones, but then we also start a private one where we can create a beautiful wisdom gathering circle. So we can share together, we can open up, we can heal together. We don't have a format, do we? Really, Kaya? We don't really have a format as yet.
We will explore by doing.
We're running with the energy of the 5, then that we're transforming and adapting and changing. So it's going to be by donation, and it's not going to be a set price. So we want to make it accessible to everybody that wants to join. So have a bit of a think and see if it's something that you feel guided to do, or you feel that you would really like to connect with people all over the world. And we have this wonderful technology that we can do it. So I'm playing nice. So please, it will be up on our Facebook pages. It will be advertised, and you can get a bit of a description, and you can find out. So it'll be at the same time next Sunday night, the 21st. Yeah. And we'll do it once a month as well. So, and it'll be the topic will be around the same one that we do in the live. But as to the format, we can do readings, we might do meditations, we might do whatever comes through will come through, or whatever is needed will happen. So, and it'll be for an hour and a half, Kaya, we decided.
Yeah. Around that. And what I can say in my experience in these groups are coming always people with same topics together. This is the law of attraction. So. And I think this is for the readings as well. Some of you might wait a bit, because we have some people joining in, what I found beautiful. But listen to the other readings always, because they are, I know for myself, there are always informations for me in as well.
Absolutely.
And we will record this event today, in any case, and I think the other one also. So the replay will be available. So you don't have to make notes. You can have a look on our pages, or we will set it on YouTube as well. So there will be a replay of the readings today when you want to come back and re-listen what went words. Don't panic, don't stress. Everything
will be available for you to listen to again. So, don't worry that, I missed that point or whatever, because, we'll probably, once we get moving, we'll move through. But yes, as Kaya said, hang around and listen to other people's, because it's very synchronized normally, that like-minded people with the same issues come in and join in. So yeah. So I made a bit of a list, Kaya.
Perfect. Again, you're the organizer today.
I am in a personal 4 year, so I need to be organized. Just putting it out there to everybody. So I'm just bear with us, because like we explained, we have to actually look on the other devices to find the comments. So I'm just going to go through, and it's in no particular order as far as I can see. I'm just getting the comments. So the first one that I can actually see on my screen is Becca.
So, and I pull a card for Becca.
Yes. So while Kaya is pulling the card, I'll work I'll crunch my numbers for you.
And there's no special question for Becca. Okay, we will have a look what the spirit wants to tell you, Becca. Here's your animal. Oh, it's a scribble. Spirit, believe in yourself. Have a look at this animal. What's coming for me, for you, Becca, in terms of love and relationship? But you don't know at the moment, but you can. You can really, what's the right word? It's interesting, they don't give me the word. I know the energy as well. You feel often dependent of others in relationships, of their decisions, what they made, and you have the feeling you have to adapt to have relationships. And this is not the truth, but you don't see what your options are. It's a bit, these are your options that you can create. You can create, this is a word. You can create your personal relationships. But you just see this here. This is the little one, this is your possibility you see. But it's really little, and you have always to wait what others say when they have time. And when you connect with a big, big, big treasure in yourself, and question of self-worth as well. It's like a little exercise. Next time you want to see somebody and you have the feeling you have to wait that the other person has time and come to you, and you ask, you say, yes, I would like to meet you. And your feeling is always you have to wait that the other person say when and how long. And so when you take a moment before you connect with another person and dive inside and feel what you like, when you would like to meet the other one, for how much time and what circumstances, if you want to go to a date, to have dinner together or meet in a park, but make yourself clear what you like, how you would like to create this meeting, this relationship, before you go in contact. You go in contact with what your richness is and what you really want, and step out of, I have always to wait for the others, what's really good anchored in your head. Then you can create magical experiences with others and go out of this feeling that you're really dependent on others. This is what I get. I hope this makes sense for you. I don't, yes.
Thank you, Kaya. Thank you. Becca, now your numbers are very much tied into what Kaya was saying. And this is what I love. This is what I love about the synchronicity. So, Becca, you're in a personal 6th year that started for you back in July last year. So you will finish your 6th year in July this year. And 6 is around domestic beauty. And when I say that, I mean the home, building the home how you want it, making the house into a home, setting it up how you want. It's all about, the number 6 is all around beauty and balance and harmony and peace. And I feel that in your relationships, you haven't had a lot of that. And it seems, and you being in a personal year of 6 now tells me that you're really looking for that harmony. You're really looking for that peace. I feel there's been a lot of dysfunction in your relationships, and I'm saying that as a general thing. Now for your personal month, which is just for February, and in relation to love and relationships, your number is 8. So 8 is all about personal power. And I was listening to what Kaya was saying, and she was saying about you step back and you're sort of suppressed in that area. So 8 is going to ask you this month, and I feel that you've already started to do some work around establishing harmony and balance in your life, and particularly around your relationships and even the relationship with yourself, like you're trying to find some balance. I feel that February is going to be a month where you're going to take back your power and actually start setting boundaries around what you are willing to put up with, what you are not willing to put up with. And I think you've established what you actually want. And so now it's a case of setting the boundaries so that you can achieve that. So it's all about taking back your personal power and not allowing people to take that from you, because it is ourselves that allow that to happen. we think that it's the other person suppressing us, or it's the other person bullying us, but it's, at the end of the day, it's us that actually allows that. So your personal year 6, personal year 8, your personal month is 8. So February is all around gaining back your power. So I hope that helps, Becca.
It's also like setting the foundation for all your interactions, future interactions in relationships.
Maybe. Absolutely. Yeah. So beautiful synchronicity there.
Yeah. And you do that.
Thank you, Becca.
I hope that resonates. If you like to make a little comment, we would appreciate that.
Yes, please do that. Do that. If it's resonating with you, if it's not resonating with you, if you can relate to it, if you think it's really struck a chord with you, please let us know. Please let us know either way. We're happy to see any comments.
Yeah.
The next one I've got is Vanessa. Vanessa Redgen. I hope I'm saying that right. So Vanessa has a question around self-love. She struggles around self-love. So
okay, Vanessa, let's have a look. Self-love for Vanessa. Oh, I got goosebumps. The card popping out is the Eagle Spirit. Okay, Spirit has your back.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And have a look at this card and tune in the energy of this card. This majesty and power. And I see this is your true nature. And you have a feeling for that sometimes. You get glimpses. And then you lost it, and you're losing the contact with this power in yourself, often in contact with other people. I got family a lot. This is not really allowed in your family, or you don't allow it. You have inhabited that this is not allowed, and when you go in contact with your family, you play small. And this is a long condition, so you had to invent this as a child. And this real power, and this is linked to your self-love, to go in contact with that, to allow that, and really majesty and creating your life out of that. I got people pleasing as well. It's something you know very well, and I do it by myself. So what I think what would help you to contact, it's in meditation, or I don't know what is helping you to go inwards. Maybe walk in nature as well. You will know what helps you to go in contact with yourself, and to contact with this immense clarity and power in yourself that knows what is good for you. And this is the base for self-love, that we first of all know what is good for us.
Yeah.
And before you can go, it's not about going with this power in your family and making a big explosion. It's about the Aquarian way, the soft one. And I think what is helpful you to connect as often as possible for yourself with this power, to get used to that, to embody that little by little. And then your relationships with others will change as well, out of this knowing who you are really. So this is what I have for you, Antoinette.
Thank you, Kaya. When I look at that eagle, I feel like I make the analogy that you may have had a lot of what can I say, trauma, in terms of perhaps being bullied or put down or not being valued. That's what I get. And it's almost like it's this huge eagle within you wants to come out and spread its wings and fly. I mean, an eagle has a huge wingspan, but it's almost like those wings have been clipped. And let's face it, it's a very big wound for all of us when we've had problems around self-love. And I know that I have had problems, and most of us have those issues. So I feel like it's all sitting in the solar plexus for you. And I agree that you need to go into some quiet space, and it's tying very well into, again, your numerology, because you have the same personal year as Becca. So you're in a six personal year, which is again all about balance and love and mother and nurturing. And there may be some issues around with mother that you may have to go into and look at and release. And obviously the self-love issues that are sitting in that solar plexus, they need some healing and some release. And I think, and I agree with Kaya, that when you start loving yourself more, you'll start attracting the right love in your life, and you'll start attracting the right relationships. So the month of February for you is the same as Becca, because you have the same personal year. So it's all about the 8 number, and again, it's all about self-empowerment, self-mastery, achievement. So I think it's around internal work for you, a lot of internal work around what's holding you back, what triggers you, what blocks your self-love and your self-achievement and your personal power. So February will come to be the month where you'll have to look at all those issues and start working on those issues, so that you can grab that personal power back and be within your power and release and move forward and rebirth yourself and go out into the world as a more confident and secure person. So yes, so all about love, all about balance, all about nurturing, and then all about self-empowerment. So blends in very, very well again with Kaya's reading. So I hope that helps you, Vanessa, and please comment and let us know if that is resonating with you. And much love to you.
Yeah, much love. And I can say, I'm working since some years with my deep mother wound, and it's a
big one.
It's a big one. It's a collective as well. We have and a lot of light and love workers have really big mother wounds. It needs time and a lot of patience with ourselves.
Yeah.
To go through that.
Yeah.
So.
It's a difficult process, and you just take step by step. And the most important thing is to allow yourself to feel. Just allow yourself, and don't go into any guilt or shame or any prior conditioning that we've experienced, that we've all experienced. So this is a message for everyone, really.
Yes. And just for you, Vanessa, Spirit has your back. You're really well protected and supported by the universe and the angelic realm as well. I hope you know that.
Ask your guides for help, and ask your angels if you resonate towards an angel, a particular angel. Ask for healing, and for me, Archangel Jophiel is coming up. She's all about beauty. So if you want to look her up, look her up. So
I just had a comment from Sita that I have a troll. I have a troll. I don't know what a troll is. Sita commented that I have a troll.
Oh, okay. That's all right. We're not going to worry about trolls.
What is a troll? I don't know.
That's all right. Thank you, Sita, for letting us know. it's really hard to keep track of the comments. So please bear with us and know that this isn't in any sort of order. It's it's pretty much what we see. And please be patient for the people that are waiting for their readings. Okay, I have Rachel.
Okay, I just follow you're the forces here. And Rachel, does she have a special question?
I can't see one. I can see that she's given us her date of birth. So I'll go ahead and do her numbers while you pull out a card. So Rachel, this is your card in your reading.
A card for Rachel. Ah, Rachel, you will love that. I already love it. You have the nightingale spirit. Love is all around you. Look at this lovely bird. The question for me is coming up. Do you know that love is all around you? Oh, we come back. I think we will have this a lot today of our protection system. When I can feel, when I can see, when you how you see yourself. I see you in a bubble. It's a beautiful bubble. You have created yourself a lovely environment, really beautiful, and you're a bit lonely there. And it's like you have as a lot of us already experienced a lot of deception and pain around love, especially in romantic relationships, but for sure it comes from the family. It starts earlier. And out of these experiences you have created, like it's a really beautiful bubble. And this bubble is filled of love for yourself. And there are not so many people allowed to come in there. And this is a protection mechanism. So I will ask, what do you need to open this up a bit? Because I feel a deep longing in you for really, really for deep connections. It's not just romantic, it's friendships as well, to have people in your life you can have an exchange with on a deep level. Trust. So what I got is like, sit down in a quiet moment. You have amazing capacity to make it beautiful for yourself. Make all you need to feel comfortable, and make a list what you wish in, and no matter what relationship, if it is a relationship, a love relationship, or a friendship, what you wish to experience. And then have a look how you can find this in yourself, these qualities. You have all what you need to have deep relationships. And then it's about making little steps. And when I see this picture here, I've got the feeling just making this list and becoming clear in yourself what you want is already to send it out of the bubble. It goes out. It will not stop. You will stay a moment longer in this bubble because this is really important for you to feel safe. These informations, what you're searching for, are going out and starting to call the right people in. And then what I have feeling, you need time to open up and to allow this to you, and to communicate this as well when you, I don't know, when you meet somebody, just to communicate that you need time to open up and patience, and you will attract the right people who need the same. So this will be mutual and beautiful. I hope this is resonating. I give it to Antoinette.
Oh, beautiful. Yes, yes. That's beautiful. I love that nightingale spirit. So, Rachel, your personal year number is the number 7, and you've just had a birthday a few weeks ago. So you've started your personal year 7. So you're in the 2021. So 7 is around what I spoke about before, being introspective. And I'm listening to Kyra, and I'm nodding and I'm nodding and I'm nodding, because she mentioned about you being in a bubble and that you need to be in that bubble for a little bit longer. In that bubble, with your personal year number 7, which has just started, so you're just in the primary stages of it. So this will go to all the way to your birthday next year. 7 is all around meditation, introspection, retreat, rest, really connecting with your inner self, really connecting with your heart's desires, really allowing yourself to go in and spend that time with yourself. So I think you would really benefit from some sort of meditation or some quiet time in nature. You don't have to meditate. You can just walk, or you can just spend some time in nature. It's going to be really important for you to retreat. I get the word retreat, so that you're able to work out. I think you're not quite sure what it is that you want. And in February, when I combine the 7 with the 2, you get the number 9, and number 9 is all around completion.
Mm-hmm.
So February is going to bring up some closing of cycles for you, perhaps with certain people that are no longer resonating with you, people that are not aligned with what you want. I think you've also been a bit frightened to connect with what you want, with your true heart desires. And I think it's really important for you now to start that process of self-examination and going into that spiritual space, and perhaps even being creative in different ways, and trying to really, really connect with your heart's desires, because a 7 is a very humanitarian energy. So I feel that you're quite a feeler. You're quite a feeler, and you've stayed in that bubble. So during this year of the 7, you will connect with yourself, and you will find the way that you need to do that. And it will be also February will bring you some sort of completion, and some sort of and with completion brings release. So it doesn't necessarily mean that a relationship is going to end. Perhaps an old pattern is going to end. Perhaps an old karmic relationship is going to end. Perhaps the way that you think of yourself is going to end. So 9 is not a bad number in the sense that something is going to end, because when something ends, something new begins. So February will be around that completion release, and you may move on from a lot of different relationships that no longer serve your higher purpose or are no longer aligned, but it's going to take that time of introspection. So 7.
I get goosebumps, Antoinette, when you spoke about the 9 and the completion, because for me it feels as if this is the completion of an old pain as well. There's something you can really release and fear to open up then to something new.
Yeah.
And it goes out in the world.
So be excited, Rachel, for what's coming. Thank you.
Thank you.
And sending you heaps of love.
Yes.
The next person I have is Renee.
Renee.
She says she would love a reading, and she's also given some numbers.
There's no special question.
I can't see one. Please forgive us if we're not seeing it.
Oops.
So Renee, Kaya will pull out a card for you, and I'll work out.
Yes, Renee, a card for you around relationships and love. Let's have a Uppsala. Uppsala. They're jumping out. There are too many. What? There is your card, Renee. Have a look. The squirrel spirit as well. Believe in yourself. Have a look at this card. What is it telling to Renee? What I feel for you when I got this card, and I feel in that you there's something building up in you what's really new, what you haven't felt, and it's a lot of curiosity and really like a bubbling in your system. For you, I see this squirrel that it is here, it is sitting, but it wants to jump, it wants to make new experiences and relationships. And it's really, there's an openness and a curiosity of making experience you never have made before. In love and in all your relationships. But you're really open for love at the moment as well, and to make experiences on a level so much deeper than you have always made. And you have done a lot of work already, and there's something, you have finished something in yourself, and you're so like, okay, what's next? Where do I go now? What will come now? It's like really, so I got something like this in my system, and I feel in this what so I exaggerated, but what there's like a big innocence as well, who wants to go out in the world and have a look, what is this world about? And this has nothing to do with the world we know. This has really to do with the world we want to create. And yeah, go out and meet somebody and say, wow, I love the color of your hair. I love how you work. And I'm so interested in how did you, this clothes you wear, where did you bought it? I'm so interested. So it's like a big curiosity, like a child going out and want to know people on a level you never have knew them, and want to ask questions you never have asked, and want to talk on a level of honesty and deepness, and get to know another one, like you want to get to know yourself in a relationship as well. So yeah. Really, this is, oh, I want to jump to the next, and oh, there's another squirrel, I go there, oh, there's a gray squirrel, oh, and there's a white squirrel, oh, I want to know them all, I want to know how it feels to be with them. I hope this is resonating. It's a really, it's a joyful energy. It's yeah. I want to go out and explore this world and relationship on a totally another level. I give to Antoinette, who's sitting there like this. I see.
We're both jumping because we can both pick up on the energy of this amazing innocence and childlike and like I want to explore, and it totally resonates with your personal year, Renee, because you're in a 1 personal year. So you started your 1 personal year back in September. So you're a good time in it now, and 1 is all around new beginnings. So it's finding something new, it's rebirthing, it's also leadership, and it's also, and 1 is around hyperactivity. So I think this is why both Cara and I have been jumping in our seats, because we're picking up on this I want to say anxiousness, but anxiousness in such a good way that like
excitement.
I want to have a look. I want to learn. I want to search. I want to explore. I want to feel. I want to do. I want to experience. And it's beautiful because you have gone through a completion. So your last personal year was the 9. So you've gone through some sort of completion and release. So you've had about 5 months or so nearly of your personal year 1. So grab the new beginning and be open, and it's a time of rebirth for you, and I see such beautiful things opening up, and the vision that I'm getting is a lotus flower just opening up and showing its beautiful petals. So embrace the new beginnings, embrace all the hard work that you've already done, because we both feel that you've done a lot of hard work. It's actually been a difficult road for you to actually release and complete. And now we let go of the past and we step into the new beginnings. And with your February month, a 3 comes up, which is also in line with what's going on, because 3 is all around social activities, networking, finding new friends, communication, communicating your desires, expression, and I feel that you're going with the 3, and it might already be happening. I think it may already be happening in February, since we're already sort of kind of halfway through the month. Perhaps you've met some new people, or you're connecting in some different way, and you're on here with us. So you are connecting with new people and new like-minded people. So be social, be curious, network, communicate, express, and that's all around your relationship. So February is going to be a big month for you to move forward. So thank you, Renee. I hope that resonates and that gives you some guidance for you for February.
Yeah, and just really follow this curiosity and excitement.
Yeah.
This
embrace it.
Go when you have an impulse, when you have a curiosity, go for it. Just go. Don't step in your mind. Don't think too much. Just go. Yes, come to the next tree, have a look what beautiful squirrels of birds or however you find there. Go with every impulse coming up.
The squirrel jumping from tree to tree, from person to person, gathering more food, and it's this busy.
Yes.
I just get this. This is why both of us are like, So I hope it helps, Renee. And much love to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Sita?
Sita. And with a special question?
Not that I can see.
Okay. You trust us, huh? You have no special questions. You trust us that good information comes through, or you trust them there. So Sita, for love and relationships. So this is a card coming out for you. We have again the squirrel spirit. Interesting.
Wow.
Wow. Sita, what is the squirrel spirit telling you? Just never believe in yourself. Or this might be a big theme today, or in February, believe in yourself for everybody here. Sita, what's coming for you? So I have to feel the words. You know very well what you want in relationships. But.
That but.
There's a but. When I feel for you in this scribble, and this is sitting here, very conscious about how this scribble wants to experience relationships. And it's not functioning like that. And the scribble is sitting here and giving out a gift as well of its love, of her love, of your love. Here, giving out. And say, hey, have a look. I have a look. I have this gift of I know very well how we can live the perfect, beautiful relationship. And then this gift is not taken by others. Now it's a big, wow, what's coming up, a deep sadness as well. About not being seen and about not being accomplished with all these gifts. And you have these gifts, they are so beautiful, and your vision of relationships and how you want to experience them is really, really beautiful and in alignment and deep, and there's so much love. And then it's like running against walls or closed doors. So I will ask, what you need to change this? Because this is a good question. Give your gifts to yourself, Sita. For you at the moment, you will give them to create these beautiful relationships in the outside. And your vision is amazing, beautiful. There's no doubt. And at the moment, they are not taken by the others, your gifts. So what you can do as the first step, and your mind might say, no, yeah, but I want it with others. And you're right, and you will have it with others. But for the moment, take this bag and put it in your heart. Take the gift you want to give outside, and there's not so much openness around you for this moment of time. So don't sit there with your sadness and say nobody wants my gifts. Give them to yourself. And have a look what when I see this, and I see the scribble is taking this back and puts this in his heart. It's like planting seeds. Something beautiful will come out, what will change your relationships on the outside as well. And the sadness you feel, I think it's like there's a sadness and there's a longing for something, and you can nourish this longing by giving these beautiful gifts to yourself. And like feed yourself. It is feeding yourself. Yeah. So this is what I have for you, Antoinette.
Thank you, Kaya. Sita, beautiful Sita. I'm taking in what Kaya has said. Your personal year is a 9, and you started that back in June. So I was thinking about when Kaya talked about the closing doors. I have a feeling that you've closed quite a few doors. And the beautiful thing about closing doors, like we always think that closing doors is so sad and so final. Like the beautiful thing about closing doors is that we open new ones. And I feel Sita, that with the completion, with you being in the 9 year and you're releasing a lot, you're actually releasing a lot that no longer serves you. And you've had a good 7 months in that personal year. So it's, I'm just going to say, and this is a message for everyone, there has been a big theme around closing cycles. Massive cycles on all level. And I know I've gone through it myself, and I know Kaya has as well. So Sita, you're energetically, you're blessed because you're in, what I want to say is you're in so much alignment with the age of Aquarius because you have closed off, you're closing off since last June, and now the new beginnings want to come in, and you'll switch over to the 1 year in June this year. So you've still got a few months, you've still got a few loose ends, I feel, to tie up. You know, particularly around love and relationships. And when I do your February, I end up with the number 11, and 11 comes down to 2. However, 11 is a master number. So in numerology, 11 means spiritual messenger, and you're being called to do more spiritual work, because I know you have got a lot of beautiful gifts, and it goes on with what Kaya was saying about your gifts, and I think this call in February is calling you to actually focus on those gifts that you have, and I know there's doubt there. I feel there's doubt there, and that's normal. We all have that, you know. But your message is a message of so much value, and I feel that with the 11, we'll talk about the 11 first, and then we'll break it down to the 2, because it has both energies. But the 11 is calling you to your spiritual gifts. That's what I feel. To develop your spiritual gifts, to leave the past behind, to combine new beginnings with how you're going forward with your spirituality. So if we break down the 11 down into a 2, the 2 is the energy of February, as we spoke of at the beginning. The nurturing, the compromising, the patience, the listening, the understanding, the love, the mother, the divine feminine. And your gifts and your spiritual gifts are connected with your divine feminine. So February being the month of the moon, I feel like you may want to connect. We've just had the new moon, haven't we, Kaya? Yes, the new moon. Mm-hmm. We've just had the new moon. I feel like we're still in that energy. We're still in the energy mm-hmm. of the new moon. You know, you can still tap into that energy. Set some intentions about where you want to go with your spirituality, and try and really hone in to the gifts that you have and how you want to take them out into the world, because we're in a universal 5-year. So use this last, 4 or so months in the 9-year to close off everything that no longer serves your higher purpose. Complete tie up the loose ends, but at the same time, you can start making way for new beginnings. And focus on that 11, being that spiritual messenger, and what your message is that you've come here to spread, and how you're going to spread it, and how you're going to choose to show yourself out into the world, and what the next step is. So your personal year 9 and your personal month is 11/2. So I hope that helps, Sita. Thank you for joining and your support, and much love to you. Okay, let me just go.
And I just read that the troll is a spammer, and Akriti had reported
thank you,
it. Thank you very much. I have no idea what's going on, and thank you that you solve it.
Thank you so much, because we're so focused on doing the readings and looking at the list that we can't always see all the comments at the same time. So it's. Yeah. But thank you, Akriti, for taking care of that for us.
Yes, thank you very much that you mentioned things I don't know what it is, and that I hope it will be solved.
I'm sure it will be. Thank you.
Thank you, Sita.
I think the next person is Sharky.
Sharky.
Now, I did see your comment. Shaki, I do have your date of birth. I can't see whether you had a specific question. Just bear with us. No, I can't see that there is a specific question for Shaki. So Shaki is from the UK, so thank you for joining us. Kaya, would you like to pull out a card for Shaki?
Yeah, I pull a card for Shaki. Love and relationship, they're jumping around again. Catch them. Shaki. We have some common animals. Shaki, for you, the nightingale spirit comes out. Love is all around you. Have a look at this card. What I can feel for you when I feel in this card and go and connect with your energy, it's a bit different than the former one. You are sitting there, like saying, like this little bird, and saying, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for love. Where's the love? And you're sitting there and waiting. So you have done your work. You know what you want. So now it has to come to you. And it's not coming at the moment. And you don't like that. You don't understand that as well. So I can feel you have really done a lot of work and cleared out a lot of old stuff from this lifetime, from other lifetimes. And a part of you is ready for love. And another part is still a bit afraid. And this part is sitting there and saying, okay, we wait. When we are ready, the right person will come. And it is not functioning like that. There are people around you with a lot of love for you, and I can feel male energy as well. And you have to move as well. It's not, love will not come to you when you sit there and say, yeah, I'm right. So please come. And this is not what I feel. There's a protection in that as well, to not feel this fear to make a step as well, and to make action as well. And it's not such a big thing. It's just, I don't know, I have the feeling the first step is to go in contact with this fear and to accept that there is still fear, and that is totally okay, because you will go in another direction with relationships as well, in a direction and somewhere you never was. So it's totally okay to be afraid or to feel a bit scared. It's more about being aware of this fear first of all, and then say, okay, I met this person. Am I really interested in this person? And there either the option to say, I sit there and wait till they make a step towards me, or say, okay, I'm really interested in make this connection, and I'm afraid to make a step, and I will do it anyway. I take my fear by the hands here, I take it by the hand in my heart, and I make this phone call or write this text message and say, wow, I'm interested, we met there. Go where you want to go. I hope this is resonating for you. Antoinette, I give to you.
Thank you, Kaya. Right, Shaki, your personal year that started just back in November is a number 8. So in numerology, number 8 is all around empowerment. I feel in the past you've been quite disempowered, and it's around self-worth again. So, and the word that keeps coming through is abundance. I feel that you have a mindset of lack, scarcity, and this personal year is going to teach you abundance and empowerment with the number 8. So, but going back to the year before, which was a 7, I agree with Kaya that you've done a lot of introspective work. You've done a lot of self-examination. You've done the hard yards. You did that in the last personal year with 7. You've gone in and you've addressed and you've connected with your spirituality, and you've looked really deep inside, and you've had time out. So now it's time to gather what you learn. I'm getting this image of gathering, to gather what you've learnt, the wisdom that you've collected from that 7 year, and take it out into the world as empowerment, as personal power, and be more confident. And like 8 is all around achievement, and I feel you're going to achieve a lot in this personal year, and you've only just began it in November, so you've only had about 3 months of this, and you may already be starting to experience this energy. So continue, keep that momentum. They're telling me, keep that momentum. Don't look back. Embrace that personal power that you found within yourself, because you know that you have it, but you've just been scared in expressing it. And when I work out your month of February, it works out to the number 1. So it's all about beautiful rebirth. We look like the Wiggles. But it's all around rebirth. So you're going to have some opportunities, I feel, in this month, where you're going to have the chance to I want to say grab that new beginning. You know, really embody your personal power, and just snatch. I want to say snatch all these new beginnings that are coming around you, and new opportunities, and perhaps even, you know, the word leader is coming up, but be the leader for yourself. And that's very much tied into the 8 energy of you know, personal power and abundance. And it might be around money as well. I feel like there's some sort of enterprise, something to do with finances, but I think one thing you've had to work on is this scarcity, this belief of scarcity, and it's shifting. The momentum is building, and you know, you believing now in abundance and prosperity, and that's all around the 8 number. And these new beginnings will bring you that, will give you the opportunity to grasp your personal power and step into these leadership roles. But the leadership within yourself, the leadership will bring you the personal power. So you're in a very powerful year, Sharky, and you're in a very powerful month of snatching those new beginnings and looking forward to a very bright future. There's so much love, Sharky, and thank you for joining.
It's so interesting when you say, because this is really, so when I, with your information and what I got, do you remember, Shaki, this number 1 energy we had for Rachel, this scribble, what was this? And you have this in yourself as well. It's not yet powerful like for the other one, but when you contact with that, it will help you to grab the opportunities and not sitting there and observing them and say, okay, there's an opportunity, come to me. Yeah. Because they are already in front of you. You just have to reach out. And this is what Antoinette says, this empower yourself and take back your power, because you grab, you decide when you grab, and you can go with this it is much smaller. It is like a champagne bubbling in you. It's not like this, but you have it already, and it will grow this year.
Yeah.
And it will help you to make it much easier, to make the steps you never have done before. And just remember also, and I think for everybody here listening, we do things, we will act like this year like we never have acted. So it's really unknown land.
Yes.
It is. And it's amazingly beautiful because we will make experience we never had before. And keep in mind also that it is scary to go somewhere we never were. Yeah. And it's okay to be scared.
Change is scary.
Don't let us stop from being scared.
Yeah. Change is scary for everyone.
Yes.
We step in. We can relate.
Absolutely.
We weren't doing this last year, but you get to a point, and I'm sure Kaya can relate to this fully. You get to a point where the passion inside you is just so strong that you realize you have to go out. You can't just stay hidden, in your little comfort zone and not be seen or heard. And this is a message for everyone. It's scary. It's scary to go out, into the world and think, yes, I'm good enough. I'm confident enough. I can do this. And we all feel it. We all have that. We all have that resistance to change and stepping out. We all love our little cushions in our blanket and, putting the blanket over our head when we don't want to be seen. But when you have that passion inside of you, which all of us has, and when we find what we're really passionate about, we have no choice but to step out. And that is embracing our personal power. Mm-hmm. That is embracing new opportunities and new beginnings. So
I would like to share. Sorry, no, finish.
Go ahead.
Finish. Because I would like to share a little story at this moment. When Antoinette and me, we made the first reading, it was such, we had a conversation, and we have always, I know in the meantime that I get so much insights when I'm in contact with Antoinette, and there's a beautiful synergy of our energies. And it was really, so let's do this. Okay, we do this. And then we set it up, it was flowing, it was so aligned. And there was this moment, I channel when I paint, and in the meantime, I'm really confident that the information is coming through. And in this first reading we made, I had this moment, I pulled the first card, I had it here in my hand, and I realized that I never have channeled with cards. And I was there, and I was so, okay, what will happen now? I have a card, what will happen now? And there was a moment of panic coming up, but I was live, I had the card in my hand, and and then the informations were coming in. But just to share that I surprised myself with something I never have done before. And I think we all will have a lot of moments like this, and we will say, yes, I do this, and realize afterwards, okay, I said yes, but I haven't. Wow, I have to have.
And to have the realization when you're live and someone is waiting for a reading. Perfect scenario.
Yes, and it was beautiful. And for this reading, we were sitting together and we were thinking how we do this, and Antoinette was yes, but with numerology, and I say, yeah, adapt it to love. Adapt the numerology to love, and I think you have never done that before as well. So.
I actually haven't. No, what I'm doing today in terms of adapting it to the month and adapting it to love and relationships, I'm also learning about how broad, it can be, and also channeling at the same time, doing numerology and also channeling at the same time. So this is the year that we're going to do things differently. We're not going to do things as the way that we used to. And I love that nothing is set in stone, because we have to adapt and we have to be versatile. And those little comfort zones and little blankets and cushions that we all love are going to start getting shaken, and you know, and we're going to go with the change. And the one big lesson I've had to learn is work with the energy, not resist the energy. So many years I resisted the energy, and then when I started to study numerology and learn about the numbers and the personal years and the universal years, and it's so amazing, like that, how it resonates and how much information it can tell us about ourselves and how we can use that information to go forward. So it's just, and thank you, Kaya, for sharing, because, like, you know, we all are scared of change. We all are scared of stepping out, you know, and especially when we haven't done videos before, we haven't done, you know, but we love this, and this is what you need to and this is for everybody. This is what you need to focus on, what you love. Focus on your love and your passion, and everything else will just fall into place.
Yes. And it's a year we will step out of our comfort zones, because it's not possible to make new experiences in the comfort zone.
We can't make new experiences out of the old. We have to step into the new, which means we have to release the old and step into the new.
So Shaki, go with your impulses. Even when there's such a big voice telling you, yeah, they can come to me. Go. You have all you need in yourself. And keep in mind, love is all around.
Sending you so much love, Shaki. Thank you for coming. Who do we have? Akriti.
Akriti.
Now, I'm just having
a card for love and relationships.
Really, whether she's asked a specific question. No, I think she's just written that she would love reading and her date of birth. And Akriti, thank you for, I've now seen who the spammer is. Thank you for reporting them. So
yeah, thank you.
I can actually just see who that they've actually responded to a few people. So thank you for getting that onto that for us, Akriti. We really appreciate it.
And Akriti, oh, I love this card for you. The canary spirit is popping out saying, sing your own song. Just, I will let it a moment here, but you can tune in the energy of this beautiful card. And I'm already deeply touched when I feel what this means for you. It's a challenge. And it's a beautiful challenge, because what you need to be fulfilled in relationships and to attract the perfect person for you is being totally you and your uniqueness. And you're very unique and very special. And this is not all the time easy for you, because you don't have so many people, especially in your age, around you, who understand fully how special you are and how beautiful you are in your being special, and what is for the moment more in your system that you're weird than that you're special. And you are weird as well, in a very, very beautiful kind of way. And the more you accept and start to love the qualities and how special you are, you know, every person on earth is unique. There's nobody else like another person, and we have all our special gifts. And a lot of us still have forgotten how special we are. And you are very good in contact with this beauty, with this special beauty. When you're alone with yourself, you have no problems to sing your own song and to be and to follow your impulses, and you to be special. and it becomes difficult in contact with others. And I think especially in contact with people from the other sex, and especially when you are interested in somebody. What's stepping in there is like a mechanism, and to think, okay, I like this young man, this boy, this guy, and how do I have to be that he could like me too? How do we have to behave? How do we have to be in this world to be liked? It's a very collective thing that's stepping in. Instead of thinking, I like him and I want somebody who like me like I am, you often try to be somebody else. And as soon as you stop that, and it's a challenge, it's not easy, I can tell you. We're all weird and special, and I know from Antoinette, and I can tell you for myself, to accept this. And I'm still on my way. I'm not always
absolutely
100% myself, and show up how I am with all my truth. It is a way, it needs patience, it needs a lot of love for ourselves and love for these parts we're so afraid of being totally ourselves. And I just can tell you that you're such an amazing, beautiful being. And the more you embody that, the more you show that, you will attract friends and whole family, and especially this man you would like to have in your life. So much, because this will be a very special one as well, and it needs you being special that you can meet. This is what I have for you.
Thank you, Kaya. Kriti. I pick up such a loner in you. I want to say loner. I feel that sometimes you feel that the world is just too hard and you don't fit in. You don't fit in anywhere. And like Kaya said, you think you're weird rather than unique and special. And I'd even go as far as saying quirky and eccentric and all those beautiful words. I think you like spending time on your own, because in your own space you feel like you don't have to be anyone or pretend to be anyone. Whereas when you try to socialize, you're very aware, you're very conscious of how you feel you don't fit in. And your personal year number is 7, and 7 is all around introspection and retreat. So you're a person that likes their space, in their own space. So you started the year of 7 back in September. So you're virtually you're in it now, and I think it's going to bring you a lot of clarity and insight. And you being in the 7 personal year is going to allow you to explore and self-discover. And I actually think that you've only started to scratch the surface about who you really are. And I was guided to actually work out your life path number, and you are an 11 master number. So you've chosen a difficult path in this lifetime to be a spiritual messenger. A lot of 11s have trouble fitting in, and it's based on the conditioning that we have to fit in. And when we don't fit in, we feel lonely and we feel weird. and we can't understand why people don't react to us the way that we like them to react. And a lot of the time with master numbers, people that have master numbers 11, 22, 33, 44, they're highly spiritual people, highly gifted people. And society, and the difference between knowing that within them and the society that we live, causes a lot of inner conflict. So, and it becomes too difficult, and sometimes you revert back into the shell, and you think, I don't want to put myself out there because I don't want to be hurt again. So it's very common with master numbers, especially the 11. So you might want to find out some more information about the 11, and I think that will actually help you. So obviously it's come up, I've been guided to tell you that for a reason. So your February month is the number 9, comes up to be number 9. So around completion again, around release, your February is going to bring a lot of closing cycles, whether it's with relationships, or whether it's with maybe whatever work you do or your study, or whatever point you're at. Let the things go. I'm receiving. Let them go. Let them go. They are not for you. So combine your 7, your introspection, your time of meditation, and when I say meditation, I doesn't necessarily mean meditating, like your time of retreat. Combine that to actually really, really connect with the things that you think you have to let go. And then you'll be able to move into new beginnings after that. So focus on, tying up those loose ends. That February is going to bring a lot of completion for you with the number 9. So think of it as a release. Think of it as new beginnings coming from endings and cycles that are no longer serving your purpose, but totally in sync with what Kaya was saying about you feeling that you're weird, and you don't. And normally when you feel that you're weird, you feel like you don't belong. And it's all about embracing your uniqueness, and that I feel you have you're so eccentric, and the quirkiness keeps coming up. So it's with relationships, I guess it's finding the right people and allowing the right people to come to you. But in order to do that, we have to let go of the people that are no good for us, which is really, really difficult, especially when we've had them in our lives for a long time. So they're the themes that are going to come up for you. Introspection towards completion, Akriti. So that's what's coming up.
And what I can say, it's both. It's letting go of the people we are not any longer resonating with, even when they give us safety, because we know them for a long time, but it feels wrong. There's something off. I think you can notice. And the other thing, to attract other people who are resonating with you, you have to show up, even when it's deeply frightening.
Yeah.
Because have a look. You have to sing your song. They can hear you.
Yeah.
And just a little additional thing, our world is changing profoundly at the moment and in the next years, and it will become more the world you feel comfortable with, but we are not yet there. And don't wait for the world to change, to show up, because it needs you to change the world. It needs everybody of us to become our true selves, to manifest this transformation of the world we would like to see. So it's not about waiting, okay, I hide for 3 years and then we have this transformation. Then I come out, because then I will fit in. It is really to allow yourself to be who you are more and more. And in little steps, you know, as our little stories we shared here, we are both, and I am personal. I'm making experiences at the moment I've never had before, because I try something new, and I show up more and more, because I felt weird my whole life as well, and try to hide it and try to be like we have to be.
Yeah.
And it's so much ignoring ourselves.
Yeah.
So sing your song, sing it loud, sing it out, and shine like this little bird. You are amazing.
And the blue, like the blue is all about expression.
Yes.
And the bright yellow is all about solar plexus, so self-love and self-acceptance and self-esteem. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. Thank you, Akriti. Sending you much, much, much love.
Yes.
I think the next one might be Anchor.
Yeah, I think so too. Anchor.
Anchor. I'd like to get some guidance too, if there's still time. Yes, and I've got her date of birth, so I'll go ahead and do that.
We'll pull a card for Anchor and relationships and love life. We have connected not long ago, and I know a bit. We will have a look what Spirit will tell. This is the card. Oh, interesting. We have really an interesting group here, because what's coming out is Eagle Spirit for you as well.
Wow.
Spirit has your back.
So many repeats, and that just goes to show how like-minded
the group is. And have a look how many cards I have here. So, and I think it's the same 3 popping out all the time.
Not rigged, not rigged.
And birds, a lot of birds as well.
Yeah, and birds are air, and air is the sign
Aquarius.
of Aquarius.
So Anchor, informations I get for you. It's all about power and empowering yourself. Yeah, the first word is really power and empowering. And you are this eagle, and you are ready to spread your wings and to fly. And for the moment, you don't do that. You're sitting there. You're sitting a bit on your power, like you. I got an image like the power is like a big egg. And you're sitting on it and waiting for the power to come out, instead of feeling that it's already in you. And when I tune in this image for your relationships, it's all the like, yeah, you're sitting and waiting that something will come out of a relationship you're already in, or friendships. You wait that something will come out of it, instead of creating the relationships you want to live. There's really a lot of similarity with the first. I think it was Becca. Yeah, it was Becca with the Eagle Spirit. First reading. So you are. When I would ask you today, so why don't you create the relationships you would like to do? The answer I would get, but what's because I don't know how to do that. And on some level, this is right. You don't know how to create them different like you did always, because you don't have other experiences. And another level, when you read here, Spirit has the back. You know very well. You just have to allow to let this come through you, and to connect with these ideas and this power to really create the relationships you would like to live in, and out of your love and out of your power, not out of fear. It's not, I create this to avoid this. It is more, okay, I would like to have, I use an example, really deep connections and deep conversations. And I don't want to explain things, and I just want to connect on a very deep level and nourishing and fulfilling and honest. And it is like you're waiting that the other person gives you that and shows you that the other person is capable, instead of opening the field in giving it from yourself, because you have all this in you. Starting a deep conversation, being honest, sharing your feelings, sharing your amazing ideas as well. And not waiting for the other one to give you permission. Because there is no permission outside, there's just a permission in you to go out with what you would like to experience. I hope this makes sense. And we will have a look what Antoinette has now.
Thank you, Kaya. Anka, I hope we're saying it right. Anka. So your personal year is, you're in a personal year of the number 2, which is the energy of February. So everything's going to be amplified for you at the moment. And I feel it's actually quite intense for you. You're coming towards the end of that personal year because your birthday's in March. So it's ramping up, I feel. Everything that needs to be addressed, and 2 is around emotions, and I'm getting that it's been a very emotional year for you since last March. You've had to regroup. You've had to be patient. You've had to listen. And I think the listening is related to your emotions, listening to your emotions. I think you have trouble connecting to your feelings. And the personal year of number 2 has really, really been heavy on you. I feel it's been quite heavy on you, and you've had to compromise a lot in your relationships, and be patient and always listening, and being I guess the one that stands back, the one that, you know, lets it all unfold in front. Good thing is that your birthday's coming up, so I feel that you're already starting to feel the energy of the 3, and the 3 is about expression and socializing and networking and communicating. So I really feel that emotionally it's quite draining right now, and it has been for a while. However, towards the end of this month, and as you swap over into March and you have your birthday and you begin to feel the energy of number 3, it's going to become lighter. It's going to become, you're going to connect with more people, you're going to socialize more, you're going to form new relationships. And as I work out your monthly number is the number 4. So it's going to, I feel like the foundations are building. There's organizing going on. There's either you might be organizing to go to an event, or organizing to meet people, or maybe have your own event. I don't know. There's something to do with some sort of planning and organizing and managing, getting things in order, and getting things in order around your emotions has been paramount, like it's been the priority in this personal year of 2. So it's what you said. I feel that what you set up now is long lasting. What you set up now is on a stronger foundation than what you've had before, because you've actually allowed yourself to look into your emotions and connect with your emotions and what you really want. So it's taken a lot of work. The number 4 is around a lot of work. So it will take work and it will take commitment, but this month for you, I feel there's a lot of organizing and planning for future relationships, planning for future connections, for future networking, and how you're going to communicate, how you're going to show up, how you're going to show yourself when you have these opportunities to meet these different people. So you'll go towards finishing the energy of the 2, pick up the 3, but for February, focus on planning. I want to say focus on planning and managing and organizing. So Anka, I hope that helps, and we send you much love. And look at that eagle spirit.
In this organizing, maybe really, I just gave it before, make a list what you would like to experience in relationships. Really like organizing, make a list what you like, and then have a look how you what can you do and give and show from yourself, because you have all in you what you would like to experience to create these relationships. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you.
Now, Kaya, I don't know if you can see, but there's a beautiful lady on here called Missy Huffman.
Missy Huffman, no.
And
so that Katharina is in as well.
Yeah.
Missy Huffman.
Missy has. Let's just hold some space for Missy.
Yeah, I see this. Yeah. Oh, Missy, welcome. So beautiful.
Still on, and I hope you're still on and you can still hear us. We've been working through the list, so thank you so much for being patient, and we're going to hold some space for Missy. She's been very brave in coming on and letting us know that she's feeling quite alone, and she's just lost her lifelong partner 4 weeks ago. So very, very sorry for your loss, Missy. Let's hold some space for Missy.
Yes.
And it's been beautiful that Becca has jumped on and given her some love and some support. Mm-hmm. So Missy, I hope you're still with us, and of course we can do some a reading for you. If you're still on, Kaya will draw a card for you.
Yes.
If you're still on and you would like some guidance around the numerology, can you please put in the comments your date of birth for me so that I can work it out? I'm just having another look, see whether you've already put it down and we just can't see it. Kaya, would you like to go ahead and...
Yeah, I put a card and I see your question, if we can sense the partner, is he coming through? I have a look what is coming. Oh, directly a card popping out, Missy, for you.
Oh, thank you, Missy. She's let us know that she's still here. So
the flamingo spirit is coming out. Embrace the in-between. Just let you feel in this beautiful, humble energy of this card. And the informations I get, they're coming in really strong, that I should tell you, you are loved. And he will be, he will be ever there, Missy.
Oh dear. You're in so much pain right now.
He will be ever there for you. He's just in another form now, you know. And his love will be ever there for you. And what he wishes you the most, that you become happy again. He had to leave, I don't know for which reason, he had to leave Earth now. And this was a decision of his soul. This had nothing to do with you or this lifetime with you. He enjoyed every single moment with you. And if he could, he would take all your pain away.
Yeah.
For him, it's understandable that you're in pain.
It's normal.
On one level, he understands it. On another, he says it's not needed. And that you let all out and feel yourself, how much you miss him on this physical level, on this, he's not any longer there. He's not any longer there here in front of you. Can't touch him. And you are in the phase of in between because you have to finish this life you have lived until now with him. And there's love coming again for you, and happiness and beauty. And he will be always with you, always. Can't lose him. It's not possible. But what I get as an information is if you can connect with this color, with this soft rose orange, it can support you to make it a bit easier. It's like you can imagine to be held in this energy of a color of this, to smoothen, to feel held and not that it will not take away the pain, but it will make it soft. And he's supporting you as well to go through that time. He wants you to be happy again. This is what I get, and Antoinette, I don't know, and I'm really deeply touched. Thank you for reaching out and being here with us.
I've just looked at the comments. Missy has given me her date of birth. So I've only just seen that, Missy. Actually, she's written. Okay, he's not dead. He's actually, so there's been a parting.
Okay.
So, but everything that Kai said it's the same principles, in that he's no longer in her physical life. And everything that Kai said can still apply, in that there is so much sadness there that it's overwhelming both of us, as everyone can see. Grief is grief, and it's even though the person may be still on earth, the person is still not physically in your life. So the loss, if you like to say, is the same. Whether they've passed on, whether they're still on this earth, but the reality is that you're feeling grief. You're grieving the loss of a loved one. And particularly if you had been together for a long time. It's hard. You know, it's really, really hard to deal with the ending of something, whether it's a relationship or whether it's a job, or whether it's, you know, we're focusing on relationships. You're grieving the loss of your relationship. You're grieving the loss of having that person in your life all the time. For whatever reason it happened, and it's just been in such a small amount of time. It's only been a month. You're very raw still. You know, it's grief has many stages, like everybody knows, and you might be in that anger stage right now. And, you know, we don't know what happened in the relationship. However, there's a parting and there's a grieving process. And in this short amount of time that you've only had a month, it's very, very difficult. Still, you're still in the early stages of that grieving. And it's normal for you to feel alone. And I want to say thank you so much for having the courage to come on to the group. And knowing, and it didn't happen by accident. You know, and thank you for being so brave and vulnerable, for writing in the comments about what you've experienced. Be proud of yourself that you're able to do that, because it takes to be vulnerable like that. And it's beautiful to see that some other people that are on have jumped on to comfort. And this is what it's all about. It fills my heart to know that we have created this space where people are able to feel comfortable and talk about their pain and talk about what they're going through and the challenges that they're experiencing. And as you know, as I said before, both of us are overwhelmed with the amount of sadness, and it's very hard to find comfort when you're in that sadness. And it's really difficult because you do feel like you're alone. And I love that you were able to come and join us and be able to be vulnerable and share this space. And it's beautiful that people are opening their hearts to you and showing you love and support as we are. And it just took incredible courage. So please take that with you and know that you've been able to speak your truth and actually connect with your feelings and actually say it out loud, express it. Let me do your numbers now that I've actually got your.
And I can maybe say with this, knowing he left you. So this is what I understood.
Yeah.
That even when the messages, when I told them, I had in my mind he's dead, but there's this truth in that on a soul level, you both souls had signed up for this, and even when this might not understandable at the moment, and it's not the point at the moment. It's about the grief. What has happened is the best for your soul on a soul level. And maybe I can clarify this a little bit, as I had a really heartbreak 1 year ago with a man I thought I will finish my life with. And I went through a huge phase of grief and deep pain, and it was pain about this relationship and so much, all the pain coming up in this process as well. And I went through most of that. I think I resonate with your pain as well at the moment there. And what I understood in the meantime, even when I miss him still, even when I have these moments of this, what I wanted still to experience with him, and it's not any longer possible. I have grown so much in this year. And I have understood that I had this appointment with this special man with his soul since a long time ago to heal huge parts in myself. And we have finished our soul contract. And on soul level, he did the best for me and the highest good, what he could, to set me free. This can I tell. This might not be your experience, but this is what I have understood. And I think was for you at the moment is just to feel, go through that and have a look how you can get support from friends, family, or like you do here. Really, this is very courageous and beautiful what you do. And his soul wants you to be happy. Even his whole behavior as a human being is showing something totally different. On the soul level, he wants you to be happy.
Okay. I'm just reading some more the comments.
Okay.
Okay. It's making a lot of sense now. Kai, as I go through the comments, and it might actually help.
Yeah.
I'm just going through the comments now. He went missing for a while and he's come back. Okay. So, Missy, you've written that one of you should speak the truth, and it's funny you say that, because I'm going to speak to you about your numbers now. So, your numbers, you're in a personal year of number 8, which we've spoken a bit about for different people tonight. So you began that personal year back in November. So you've had 2 or 3 months in that. So I'll explain to you about the number 8, and it actually will tie in when you say at least one of us should speak the truth. So you say you've actually told us that you don't feel that you're angry, and thank you so much for sharing your experience. I feel like when you say, and talking about the number 8 is around personal power and empowerment, as how we've spoken before. I actually feel that this relationship, you were disempowered in this relationship. I'm presuming that even though he's back, I'm not quite sure if you're still together or not together, but in speaking your truth, you are empowering yourself. So the personal year of the year 8 that started back in November, I feel this year you will be finding your power. And for you, speaking your truth is finding your power. There's been some suppression. You've kept quiet a lot. And I feel that there's a lot of things that perhaps other people don't know about what's happened within the relationship. I'm not getting anything specific, but I feel that there's been perhaps some lies or some deceit. And that would tie in with you actually saying, you know, that you need to speak your truth. So this has happened in order for you to take your power back. I really believe that in the past you've given your power away, and there's been a situation where you actually feel oppressed, and you have felt oppressed and suppressed, and these are feelings that bring a lot of deep sadness. In terms of February, in where you're going, it's new beginnings. It's the number one. I really believe that this is a time of rebirth for you. It's a time to actually embrace your personal power, because I still feel a strong sense of suppression. I don't know if you're back together or whether you're not. It sounds like he went missing for a while, but now he's back. The question I keep getting is, do you want this relationship?
So interesting, Antoinette. I step in because I read the comments as well. And here from comments from you, well, I thought at last one of us should speak the truth. And I think it's not about your relationship, it's about the reading here. Because then you said, how dare you, but seriously, did you see those two girls get it so wrong? So, and I think it's about us.
I haven't
when you speak about the truth, and I can still feel that you came in to get support. And related to this card here, this in between, what I can feel that there's a part of you really wanting support, and then another part having so much fear of getting answers, of people getting really in contact with you, getting you. And this is like forth and back and forth and back and forth and back. Deep wish to be seen in all your relationships with this deep pain. This is really deep pain you carry. And huge protection mechanism of when you be seen, and this had happened in your relationship a lot, then you push the other one away. Then it's becoming frightening, and for sure, all this is based on childhood trauma and condition. And this is what I feel what is happening here at the moment. You have opened up, you have shared something, you get feedback. What might have touched you? I don't know. You go in resistance, and this is what I see in the comments and what I feel, and this is in between you are in at the moment of what part in you might win the part that wants to be seen, that wants to support, that wants to share what's going on in your relationship, in your life, in you. And another part that is shouting so loud, never ever go out with that. Never share this with somebody or you will be hurt again. And this is what I have the feeling is playing out here at the moment as well. That we all have picked up on your pain. and you got the support. And in the moment you get the support, you fight it. And then you get touched again, because this is what you're so longing for, to get support, to be heard, to be seen in all your relationships. And then you open up a moment, and it's a mechanism. You don't have control over that for this moment of time. It's like, please give me, and then you give me, go away, I push you away. And I have no answer for you at the moment how to get out of this conditioning and system. Just maybe if you would like to have a look, and this is up to you, and as we say, everything is here, have a look always. We can channel, we can get informations, and it's always for everybody out there. Verify for yourself if this is resonating. We are not gods. So I don't speak the truth. I would never say I speak the truth. I get information, cards, the tools for me to speak what I get. And I just can tell you that this deep pain I felt, there's a resonance in myself. And I got this pain when I contacted with your energy. And it's up to you, and only you can decide if you let this in, if you resonate with this, if this is giving something to you, what we're doing here or not.
Yeah.
This is your decision. And
I ask that you please, Missy, we are coming from a space of love. I ask that you please be respectful with the comments. You know, I've just had another look at the comments, and thank you, Vanessa. Missy, please think of everything that we've shared with you, and as a result, you know, think, take it in, and this is not for everyone. And if you don't resonate with the information, it's totally fine. We can only give what we're guided to give. And, you know, and we just ask for some respect.
Yeah, I think what I feel is really a part in you, what I feel. It's like a 3 or 4 years old, and I don't know, there was a huge trauma in your life. And this is crying and shouting at the moment and want to push everybody away and every help away. And it is okay. And I would like to move on and not give more energy to that. I wish you the best, Missy. Really, I wish you the best. Whatever you decide for yourself with what's going on in you, it's not easy. And I would say we move on to the next one.
We can. Yes, we will. So I think we may have gone through all of them.
Katerina was there.
Sorry, Katerina. Katerina asked for a card because she got the numbers last time. So let's move on to Katerina. I hope you're healing well.
And we can give you the numbers, Katerina, for relationship related.
Yeah. So I can't remember what your personal number was. So if you know your personal number that I did for you last month, I can just add it, and I can give you some information around February if you would like, if you're still on. And thank you everyone else for staying on, and you know, our greatest thanks and respect for you for defending us. And
yeah, it's doing something to me. I have to say that it's troubling me. And maybe this is a good experience as well. We will talk after that. We wasn't prepared for an experience like that, and for sure, when I think this is interesting as well, because we have all the parts in us still fighting to give up on certain protection mechanisms. And sometimes it's good to have it. Sometimes it's really not the time to step out of a comfort zone. We are not ready. And sometimes we are so much in our ways. And yeah, for sure, this is shaking me. What happened here? I can't I can't say this is not doing something to me. And I think we can all learn from that.
Yeah, and
feeling what's going on in us, the anger, the pain as well. This is hurtful.
Yeah,
This
and it just goes to show how much pain we can carry, and how we can lash out, and how we can project. And you know, we have nothing but love for Missy. You know, we continued to give her the guidance that we were given, and I'm actually glad that we didn't see the comments until after, because we're coming from a place of love, and please always take what resonates with you. And you know, we can only go on our guidance, and our guidance was to continue to guide and to continue to support, and you know, we send love to Missy, and hope that she's able, or he's able, because I have a feeling there was some
there's something not true.
Yeah, so we send love to her, him or her, and we move on.
To this person. Missy Hoffman person.
That's right.
Yeah.
Katerina,
you got the nightingale spirit as well. We are here really in a group with interesting common themes and another bird. We have the scribble and then plus birds. We have all these, and even the scribble is cramping on trees. Katerina, so I just will come back to you and go back from Missy Hoffman. This is sucking a lot of energy as well. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Katerina. The nightingale spirit says, love is all around. And you are in front of making big steps at the moment. So I know from you that you will move out of a house you have lived for a long time.
Wow.
And it is really a big step for you. What I get when I feel in this nightingale spirit, that you are such a fighter. And you know so very well how to fight for life and for everybody and everything, and for work and for money, and really fighting and giving 100% or more, giving, doing. And what is now in front of you and relationships as well is that you, with finding a safe space, can explore more and more and go in contact of this really beautiful, delicate, fine side of you that wants to be expressed, to be seen, that wants to be a really feminine side as well. Feminine side that is ready to receive, to let go of these huge protection system of doing as well. A life concept of doing. It's more a life concept. And is ready to surrender to this inner fineness and beauty, and expressing this feminine, fine, very delicate kind of stepping in relationships as well with a lot of vulnerability and openness, and a wish to be held in the male energy and not being held on a dependent way, but to have somebody to lean on so that you can make your next steps and relax, relax, relax. That's what I have for you, Katarina.
I'm not sure if she's still here. Yeah, I can't remember what your personal year number was, Katarina. So from what Kaya's been saying, you may very well be in the 9 because of the completions. It sounds like there's a lot of changes happening in your life. So without the numbers, I can't work it out. However,
Her birthday is the 18th of February.
Okay.
Yeah, coming next week.
18th of February. Okay, that helps. Thank you. It's really hard to do the numbers when you don't have the number.
Yeah, I think you're troubled as well.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I'm just reading, you know.
Just go to Katarina now. Let's Misty Hoffman.
I'm just yeah. No, I'm just wanted to say thank you for everybody that's commented about you know, what's been happening. So thank you for staying with us and thank you for believing in us. So just
holding space for us as well.
Because this is something that, you know, is new for us. So let's do Katarina.
Yes. And it's not one of the new really beautiful experiences. We will see what we can learn from that as well.
Right. It's all experience. So 18th of February, you said, Kaya? 18th of February.
18th of February, yeah.
Miss Katarina has a birthday in 4 days. So let's have a look. So she's going to be going into... So Katarina is going to be going into a 7-year. So Katarina, you're finishing a 6-year, which is all about balance and harmony and love and everything beautiful. Finding the beauty in you. I'm feeling that you've needed to connect with the beauty within you. So you're now going to finish that personal year in 4 days. Countdown is on. And you're going to move into a 7-year. So a 7, is like we've spoken about before, is all about introspection and retreat. And now that Kaya has said that you're actually moving house, I think you're going to be going into somewhere that's a lot more quiet with less people. And it's going to give you the environment for you to be able to really, really deep dive into what you want and your spirituality and your creativity, because I know you're a very creative lady. So it's going to bring you a lot of... It's also going to bring you a lot of retreat, because I think where you have been living, you've felt like you haven't had your own space. Too much going on around you. So wherever you're moving to, I feel like it's going to be a lot quieter, and it's going to allow you to go into your space and really, really search. I feel you're going to do a lot of searching, a lot of personal searching. So this is going to be more around you and not so much socializing. I think you're going to retreat within yourself and really search within yourself to know what you actually are searching for. So when I add the 2 for February, so this is your personal month, you have a number 9. So 9, all about completion, Katarina. You're closing cycles. And very much so, your decision to move house is a big one. is a big one. A big closing of a cycle. The closing of a cycle that you can put behind you and look to new beginnings. So it's February is going to come to a head, and especially if you're going to move pretty soon, I feel like February is actually going to be the closing of a huge cycle for you, and you're going to release a lot, and you're going to leave a lot behind, and you're going to close the door but close the door to the old. It's all going to be about closing the door to the old patterns, old feelings, old patterns that you always revert to, I want to say. The safety zone. The safety zone. You're going into that big wild world now. So embrace the end of the cycle. Be excited. I want to say to you, be excited about moving forward and moving into a space where you can be yourself, a space where you can connect with yourself. So it's really, really, and it's going to bring you a lot of harmony and peace. And it's taken a lot for you to get to this point, because I feel like there's been a lot of back and forth, not being sure about knowing what you want, but then being scared. So for you, it's all about stepping out of that comfort zone, tying up those loose ends, closing that cycle of your life, and allowing. We have to allow what comes in. And in order to allow what wants to come in, we have to close off what doesn't want to be there, which is really the hard thing for all of us. So please embrace your quiet time, spend some time with yourself, and allow yourself to connect to your soul, and really, really, really connect to your soul. Because I can hear you laughing right now. Yeah. Really, really connect to, you know what I mean. So, and close off those, get rid of those little pesky loose ends that are still there, and just grab your momentum and keep on going towards new beginnings. Thank you, Katerina. Sending you so much love.
And I hope your eye is healing
well.
well.
I hope your eye is healing very well. I'm just going to do a quick check and see if there's anybody else that would like a reading.
No, I think that was it.
We haven't missed anyone?
I don't think so.
Oh, Vanessa, thank you. Thank you so much.
There's a lot of support for what has happened. Thank you, everybody. We have still 3 people watching. Thank you for
staying on.
Yes.
Vanessa, I've just read your comment. Yes, the archangel. So the archangel is Archangel Jophiel. So it's Jophiel. It's the angel around beauty, and it's the angel that's connected with the solar plexus. So
joy as well.
Sorry?
Joy. Angel of joy as well.
Oh. So yeah, so you can choose, you can connect and have a bit of a look. You can ask for help from Archangel Jophiel or Archangel. What was the one that you mentioned, Kaya?
No, Jophiel. Jophiel is it's
yeah,
joy, the angel of joy.
Yeah. So the angel of beauty. So that's if you wanted to look into that, you can find information about. It's a bit contradictory. Some texts say that he's a he. Some texts say that she's a she. Doesn't really matter,
It's an angel.
I honestly think that with angels, we tend to want to make them male or female because they're more relatable, but it doesn't matter. They're a beautiful energy. So just think of it as an energy. Connect, ask Archangel Jophiel to help you connect to your inner beauty. That's what that angel represents, beauty, and the color pink. So you may want to you may want to look into pink, and pink, of course, is the color of the higher heart. So it's about connecting, really connecting and accepting yourself. So yeah, so I hope you're able, that you've got that this time now. I'm just looking through. So it's Jophiel. I had to write it out myself to make sure I was spelling it correctly. Okay, Kaya, are you able to see any more comments?
This was the last one from Vanessa here. I have a look. I will reload.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
That's right. Yes, that's right, Vanessa. I love dark pink. Oh, beautiful. So you're already channeling that pink, you know, so it's all about the higher heart and connecting to that inner beauty. So that's lovely. Start wearing some nice dark pink colors.
Yes.
And she or he will love that. Archangel Jophiel will love that. Okay.
We wrap it up now.
I think we're going to wrap it up, guys.
Yes.
And thank you so much. I hope that you've been able to feel the love, and the messages that we've given you have been helpful for you. And thank you again for supporting us and guiding us on that little incident that we had. So I'm really glad that you stayed with us and that you were able to rise above that, and we send love and light to that person.
Yes. And to us all as well, because we have all, I think it was a little shock for everybody that this is happening.
Yeah. So
to process that, go over this, go on, and we will do our next live around the topic of expression.
We will
in March. We will send out an invitation, and I think we will have a look how we can protect our space, that people like this not coming in or fun. I don't know. There's something we will figure out now. It's for me. It is heavily working something in me. I have to say that.
Yeah, and
to have a look, also to enjoy these other people and not to, you know, there were so many beautiful souls in there today.
Yeah, and thank you all for coming on and trusting us and spending, you know, holding the space with us and spending some of your Valentine's Day with us and sharing the love, and please look out for the announcements about the private group.
Yes.
If you would like to join us once a month in a private group, there'll be some posts going out about it, and you just have to, all you have to do is just email either Kaya or myself, and the details will be in the post. As we mentioned before, it's going to be via donation, and we're just going to explore as to where this group can go and what we can build, and no, there's no set program. It's just going to be an intimate and safe space for us to get together and be able to share and gather wisdom together. That's why we called it the Wisdom Gathering Circle. So thank you all again. Kaya, do you have any?
No, just everybody take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And when these little sparks of curiosity popping up to connect, and this is really Aquarian and so supported by this energy to try things new, even when we never have tried like we did. So
yeah, know that you are all deeply loved and deeply appreciated, and we are so blessed and grateful to have you all with us.
Yes, thank you. And well, maybe we can just say at the end, with those 3 people looking, that we in service as well, we give sessions if you would like to have a deeper look. I had the privilege to have some amazing sessions with Antoinette. It was really life-changing energy work and past life regression. We did, Antoinette is amazing. So if you would like to get a personal reading or a session as well, reach out as well, for sure.
Thank you. And same goes for Kaya. I've had some beautiful intuitive guidance readings with Kaya, and she's supported me during some difficult times last year, and we're very, very, very much aligned. And I've had some beautiful paintings, and her paintings are very, very in depth, and the information that she gets is spot on and just on point. And it's beautiful having the actual painting as well, and you can look at it and interpret it, and I have them behind. I have a couple of them behind me. She's a very talented channeler, and she gives very, very accurate and important information to support you on your journey. So we've helped each other a lot, and we've supported each other a lot, and this is why we've come together to co-create this beautiful space. And that's our focus. So thanks everyone for coming on, and much love, much light, and hopefully we will connect with you soon.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Bye everyone. Bye.